Hey guys, what's up? This is Shima here, and I'm actually going to be using this video to talk about life skills. I'm feeling that we will probably be getting them pretty soon in at least the NA/INT servers, you know, Solus and Gaia. And I just wanted to go a little bit more into fishing, and then a little bit of what I at least know for Pet Expedition, although I'm not really that well versed into it yet. So pretty much what's going on is when this patch comes in, you will get this new stamina bar, which you can click here, which is called life stamina. Now what life stamina is that your stamina will be drained doing these kind of life skills, whether it be fishing or pet expedition. As you can see here, I would lose 20% here, or and so forth. But besides the point, pretty much what life skills are is an extra content that you can do in the game. It's not really that interactive of a content, but pretty much what it does is that it gives you something to have the game still on or something to do, so it's like a little extra for you to have into the game. Now what fishing is mainly good for is that it is good for an EXP farming kind of method. So when fishing, you will get this new interface which you actually have to bind when you get the new thing. I actually bound it right here. Then you get the fishing page. Now what fishing is that you have fishing rod and these accessories. To get the accessories, you actually need the fish in the first place, and the bait that you can get are, or use, are whole grain powder, whole grain powder, rune herb, or fishing bait, which you can get from expeditions, which can alter some of your stats for fishing. For your fishing can affect your durability, chances of getting fish, time increase of getting fish, and so forth. So pretty much, in order for you to start fishing, you're gonna have to spend a bit of ED, mainly 50 mil to get it, but after that, it's just a repair fee. So you can see here, I have to pay 3.3 mil per repair for my fishing rod. But that's basically like a daily fee for the fishing rod. Whereas you can see here, my stamina is almost gone for the fishing rod. Accessories you cannot repair, but you can keep getting them by catching these quote-unquote small fish and exchanging them through Helen, as shown here. Then what you can do is that you can exchange it for an EDR, which I personally don't really think it's all that worth because you have to catch 10 of these fish, and you're better off just farming EDRs in my opinion. Refined shard, which is really nice for socketing if you don't really have sage stones or anything, but you can like use PvP or the already know daily for those as well. A very special potion, which will give you 75% HP and MP, which is kind of nice. An EXP potion, and I'll get a little bit more into the EXP potions, but honestly, the thing that's really worth it for here is this right here, which will give you a random of 4 fishing equipment, as you can see here. You can get pretty much 2 different types of reels and 2 different types of bobbers, or lures. So pretty much you do that and you can open it. Now these are tradable and sellable, so you can technically just like sell them or use them yourself, and they increase your fishing stats for a little bit. They have durability, so if you actually do use their durability, then you cannot sell it. So you only can sell ones at 100%, just like your typical trading system. Now, for how this actually works is, again, you just go here and then you just fish like so. And that's pretty much all there is to this content, in a sense. You just leave it there and then eventually you catch fish over time. It's an estimate of about 2 hours worth of AFKing. It'll be different if you use a VIP, which is a subscription fee basically that you have to pay for like monthly or weekly in a sense to keep up the fishing bonus, which is completely up to you to do. But you also can only choose to do use yourself to certain life skills. So for example, if you were to use Pet Expedition, then it will cut into your amount of fishing you can do. And pretty much what expeditions do is that they will give you, you have to put your pets in, which again vary off of a couple of things, your pet level and what type of pet they are. I actually have all types of pets. If we can unsummon this one and then go back to that interface, as you can see here, I have 3 different types of pets. Now, putting in pets will affect your percentage of getting something, so now there's a 14% chance, and then along with having some other things, it can alter its effect depending on what there is to run. as shown here. And pretty much what this does is that it can get you pet food, it can get you pet drinks, which what that does is, you know, your pet digestion system where, you have to pretty much feed your pet, like, certain things. So, like, for example, if I wanted to feed my pet this, it gives them a level, but then it has 5 hours of digestion, and it's like, wow, that's not really all that worth. You can feed them these drinks, and what it does is that it cuts down the time. So if I feed them this, it actually cuts it by 2 hours, shown here. Which then makes it so therefore you can use this to level up your pet faster, or you can try and fish to level yourself up faster. But yeah, and then there's also pet accessories, which can either affect the way that you run dungeons, or it can alter the cost of pet expedition, like such as the ED cost for it, the time duration, stuff like that. Or it can affect like your pet in-game, such as like encouragement effects, or making your pet do more damage, or even from what I've seen, it even has an item recovery effect, which means that your potions can do a bit better, which is fairly interesting. But besides the point, let me get over to talking about fishing again. So pretty much what happens with fishing is that you can exchange fish for EXP. Now each of these potions have a different variable, and pretty much how the EXP for this works is that each of these numbers right here are millions. So basically the random koi here can give me 5 million, 10 million, or 15 million, and it's random. So you can see here there is also then the turtle, which then can give me 40 million, 50 million, and 60 million. For some of you guys that are hardcore EXP farmers, you might be like, this isn't really all that worth it in terms of EXP compared to playing the game, because you put ERP into EXP and all that. But the thing is that this really helps people that just get into ERP and don't even focus on EXP at first. So this then helps them gain more levels, and also it's not really anything that you really have to pay attention to or focus. It's just eventually over time you will level without even playing that many dungeons. So like if you, for example, focus on a more drop rate build because you want to try and get more money, so therefore you can build up into the game, you can use this system right here to help with your leveling system, so therefore you can focus more into drop rate. So like for example, let me change 3 of these right here. So you can see here I gained 240 and 160. And when I right click it, as you can see here, my EXP goes up by a lot. So pretty much that shows you that this is a pretty solid way of leveling. I just stockpiled on a bunch of fish just to showcase this, and I'm pretty much going to be leveling up a couple of times at my current ERP. At a higher ERP it won't be as noticeable, but it's still extra EXP to do in the first place. Personally, I'm more interested into pet expedition when it comes to NA, for I actually train my pets in NA, while in KR I kind of just let them be. But it's like extra thing to focus on in terms of like pet expedition. So that's fairly interesting. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to life skills and pretty much what they're going to be doing with it. If you guys have any questions or any feedback or suggestions, just let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.